Hello and welcome back to F1 2021 Driver Career Mode. My name's Chris, and if you're new here, we're following the career of our driver Damian Power driving for Mclaren. This is Season 2. Last time we were out in Silverstone and we got a DNF. We smashed into the wall thanks to Carlos Sainz. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. If you haven't seen that one, go and check it out. But yeah, the game's saying we did 18th, but I think it's because we were right near the end of the last few laps. We actually DNF'd. Did get the fastest lap, but of course no point for that. So this time out we head to Spa and we take a few new components, so this is going to be interesting. Yeah, hoping for a much better result this time. So
our new parts are completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Lots of upgrades coming, so that's a good sign.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed.
Interesting.
Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
I was seeing lots of green come there, but obviously we had some fail as well. Here we go then, off to the track for free practice 1 on Friday. See how we get on. We generally have a pretty good time around this track. So we'll be hoping for a better result than Silverstone at least. See what we can do. Here we are then, doing our race program, being followed by what looks like an Alpine. Oh, a little wide.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
There you go then, nothing really to report in free practice to be fair, so let's go qualifying. And out on track we go for our first flying lap around Spa. That curve is deadly. I'm impressed that we didn't get caught out there onto the grass. Through the final chicane. What can we do then? A little wide out of that corner. P1 provisionally.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
We take those. Nice. 4 tenths ahead of the nearest driver. As we go into Q2. See if we can keep that run of form. A bit squirrely there. Never mind. As we go P5. Looks like we're going to look to improve that though. Tenths up as we come towards the last couple of corners into the chicane. A little deep there, to be honest. Not ideal. But what can we do? 4 tenths up. That'll do. P4. And that's where we stay. Headed into Q3 with Lando just above us. And you can see here our flyer in Q3 currently sitting in 3rd. We're looking to improve that even more. 4 tenths up again. 5 tenths up nearly. Provisional
That's
pole.
The fastest lap so far. Well done.
Nice. Pole position. We take that. Lando down in 4th. Sergio Perez behind us. And Max Verstappen in 3rd.
So, unfortunately, we've picked up some grid penalties, and we'll be starting further back than you expect. As for how bad it is, that'll depend on what the other drivers get.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Lewis Hamilton and Giovinazzi, Gasly, Sainz, Tsunoda and Power, Ocon, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Stroll, Ricciardo, Latifi, Mick Schumacher and Jack Aitken, Mazepin and George Russell ends our grid lineup. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
We're still in with a chance of winning the title. We need you to push as hard as you can in the 5 remaining races.
Ever optimistic then, Jeff, letting us know that we can still win this title. I don't know about that. Looking at the strategy, soft tyres to get us started, obviously, because that's what we qualified on. And then we're going to be looking to switch over to the mediums, I would imagine. So let's see how this goes. I think, oh no, looking at the session forecast at the top there, there's no forecast rain, but who knows what could happen. Anyway, as we mess around with our strategy and wait to get this race underway. Let's do it. As we wait for the 5 red lights, 10th is our starting position. And we're underway for the Belgian Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz in front of us, Yuki Tsunoda up there in P8 now, was in P9. It's a cracking start as we dive down the inside. Oh, the Alpine, Bottas has been spun. Oh my goodness. What is this chaos? Somehow we make it out of there. No real consequences. We have been dropped back a couple of places, of course. Not what we would have wanted. Even worse though for Bottas. Let's take another look at that start. Yuki Tsunoda gets a cracking launch. We dive down the inside, as we always do. The Alpine sort of dives out of our way there. That was a bit chaotic on my part. The 2 AlphaTauris though, just yeah, not ideal. Here's on board with Giovinazzi in the AlphaTauri. Just catches the wheel of Bottas, spins him round. Yuki Tsunoda's behind, bumps into him. There's us. It's somehow friggin' Giovinazzi's reversing. No safety car. Interesting. Well, that's the start. As he joined us back on lap 1. Lance Stroll just ahead of us. Danny Ricciardo just ahead of him. Basically, right now, we want to get ourselves into the points as we dive down the inside on Stroll, straight into the back of Ricciardo. Lucky to keep our front wing. But we do. And we carry on. Daniel Ricciardo giving Schumacher a bit of a hard time. But are we going to give them both a hard time as we pull up in the slipstream, looking to go around the outside? Yes, we do. Round the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. Approaching Schumacher, super late on the brakes, and we just missed that corner entirely, and that is a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Unbelievable. Look at this thing. Up the outside, we just completely missed the braking point, sort of back out of it, and yeah, because we gained a position, we get a penalty. Not how we would have wanted to be starting this race, but nevertheless, we are up into the points paying positions, so we've got to go head down and just crack on. Verstappen 2.1 seconds ahead of us, Ocon 2.6. Got some work to do, but it's early days. As he joins us a little bit later on lap 4, Verstappen now half a second, DRS of course enabled, the sun has come out, look at that. Pull up towards Verstappen. It's not really making too much of a gain until we get into the corner where we almost smack into him. Very aggressive on the brakes so far in this race. Signs just up ahead there. Could this be the move? We seem to have a lot of pace up this final couple of corners here. As we have a little look. Up the outside. A bit earlier on the brakes this time. We leave plenty of space. It looks like we might have got that move done. Look at this, right on the gearbox with Verstappen. He's doing everything he can to defend that position, but we just have too much speed. And we get that move done. As we head into lap 5. Ocon next then. See what we can do. Closing that gap. 2/10 the gap now. Verstappen though is still with us. He's not going to want to give that position up too easily, is he? This could be it again then. We seem to be making all of our moves here along the back couple of corners. Good pace out of that corner as we gain. It looks like
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care
thanks,
of them.
Jeff. Up the inside. We forced that move. And that's another position up into P7 as we join the DRS train by the looks of it. You can see on the little mini-map you've got a Red Bull of Sergio Perez
We're
out
increasing
ahead.
our gap on the car behind by around a second
And
a
what
lap.
looks to be the other Ferrari just behind him. Here we are then. Again, same place, up the outside. A little aggressive, but get the move done. Up into P6, that's Carlos Sainz ticked off the list.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
We are boxing this lap. There's a move, a spicy little move on Gasly as we dive into the pit lane. That we almost missed that pit entry there, but we got ahead of Gasly. So here we are then coming out into P17. Sergio Perez leading currently, Lando in second. Charles Leclerc must have boxed, he's down in 12th, same with Bottas, who's making his way back up the order after that crash at the start. As we catch up to the pack then. Latifi into the box, Schumacher is next for us. On to lap 9. And here we are. Up the outside. Plenty of room. And that's a move complete.
Nice move. Good job.
So we're obviously trying to get through this traffic as quickly as we can. You've got Verstappen just ahead of us. Don't remember what tyres he started on, as we just see that little pop-up there.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a
And
fix
Jeff letting us know
remotely.
that our DRS is in fact offline. Not ideal as we're trying to get through traffic here, but is what it is. It looks like we're actually back to our net position now. So we're in P8 currently. We had made it a bit further than that, but of course had some pit stops. So P8 where we're currently at.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till
We
the end of the
certainly
race.
do, and that's quite a big ask at this point. We've got, what, 9 laps to go? On the medium tyre. Tyre wear pretty good.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Nice. Sainz actually on hard tyres. Interesting choice there. Tyre degradation around here is not too bad. Chasing down Verstappen still then. You've got Ocon just ahead, and I can't quite tell who is ahead of him. The other is Gasly, right? The other Alpine. There we go.
Okay, good work.
Up the inside on Verstappen. Maybe on Ocon as well. Look at this, up the inside on Ocon, into the final chicane. Again, leaving plenty of space, but that's the move done as Verstappen also goes round the outside. Let's have another look at this. We go up the inside, which obviously pushes Ocon wide. Max takes his chance as well, and he thinks, I'll have some of that. And Ocon loses 2 positions in 1 corner. Max is going for a move on us, look at this, up the inside. Wowee, Max is on one as we lose our position to Max Verstappen. Are we going to take it back though? We get a good run up to Eau Rouge. We obviously don't. Do we have DRS yet? We don't have DRS because of a fault. We've got enough speed to just carry it past and hopefully, brake late into the corner. And maybe now we can focus on chasing down Gasly. Pace-wise, we're looking pretty good here. It's just whether the strategy works out for us and if we can hold it together. And if we come down to our favourite overtaking spot, up the inside, not quite. We weren't quite close enough. Gasly though is on a hard tyre, so if we can get past him soon, we might just be in for a good P5. Still no DRS. But look at the pace of this McLaren. Unbelievable. Just sailing past.
Gap to car in front is 5.3 seconds.
Is Gasly off the list, up into P5. Can we hold on to it though? We've got 3 seconds up the road to Hamilton. 3 and a bit seconds. We're at 3.8 to Norris, who's also on the harder tyre as we head into 19.
The car ahead is 3.1
Lap 19,
seconds.
sorry. Jeff interrupts me there, rather rude. We've definitely got a fight on our hands here. It looks like our DRS is sorted though. Of course, now we don't actually need it. As we come towards the end of lap 20, you can see Gasly and Verstappen are not done with us yet as we get a little bit squirrely out of there. Up towards the final couple of laps into lap 21. All we've got to do now, if we want to keep this P5, is keep Gasly behind, who in turn is keeping Verstappen behind. Mick Schumacher, out of the session. That's unfortunate. You can see there on the mini-map where he's just stopped on the track. As we come to start then.
This is your final lap.
As Jeffrey said, our final lap. Still got Gasly and Verstappen on our gearbox. We've just got to hold them off now until the end. And this will be a good result for us. Sergio Perez wins. Looks like Mclaren maybe in second. And our teammate Lando on the podium as we come round to collect P5. Not bad. We'll take that. That was a good race.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in
We
part
went about
4,
as well as we probably could have wanted, honestly. Good strategy, good pace. Obviously we took penalties for the engine components, but we got ourselves nice P5 and driver of the day. That's some good points.
What a great race then, and what a magnificent victory here at the Belgium Grand Prix. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
There you go then. Fantastic race for us, obviously starting down in P10, having qualified on pole but taking the engine penalty up to P5. I mean, we can't really ask for much more than that, can we? Sergio Perez then, the winner of the Belgian Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc in second. Lando Norris in third after having started in second. So still good race for the whole team, I would say. More points keeps us in P4 in the drivers, keeps Lando in P5, obviously in the drivers as well. Sergio Perez then bumps himself up into the lead of the Drivers' Championship. That's a turn of events. And McLaren, as a team, up into second in the Constructors. Oh, man. What a race. If you enjoyed that, give us a like, leave us a little comment, maybe subscribe if you're new. And yeah, plenty more F1 content to come. Obviously, hopefully we get an announcement soon for the 2022 game. But there is plenty more left in this 2021 season just yet. So join me every Wednesday and Sunday for more F1 content. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.